knew that it was going to be a decision that you were making with your wife. It wasn't going to be no bullshit about you just making the choice and then she just gotta go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So when we did end up getting a divorce, people were a lot of people were really surprised. But when I was married, man, and it was on, um, it was a beautiful thing. Now there were some things that I ended up seeing towards the end of the marriage of like, oh shit, this my perception of that whole perception reality shit. Like, damn, how did I miss this shit? Well,
Yeah.
motherfucker, because I was in love. Like, because I'm younger than her. I was fucking stupid in love. And there's just some shit that it's okay because you do love the person and you're willing to try to make stuff work.
Yeah.
So, in my willingness to try to make some things work, I just completely glossed over some shit that I just should have glossed over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it
So
was good when it was good. And when it wasn't, I'm like, look, some people tried to judge me, since, but I'm like, look, if I'm not happy, I'm not going to fake it because we have children now.
yeah.
That's not going to be good for them in the long run. Pop's trying to fake that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. See, so
Yeah.
you had a sixth sense moment. You woke up when the rose-colored glasses came off, and it was like,
all the way tough.
I hate this.
All the way tough. That's exactly what happened to the kid.
That's real. That's real. And now me and Double G sitting here like don't know nothing about it.
I don't know nothing about that. Came close, but everything reveals itself. So I'm glad I'm.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Down that pipeline.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. As a man, you have those life lessons, yo. All y'all know how my back's set up, man. I got that bad back, and at the peak of the injury, I was done. You know what I'm saying? I had my little rotation, and I told the story before. I had my rotation, and everybody was hitting me up. Hey, what's good? I'm trying to get some dick, and I'm like, can't. My back fucked up. What you mean? I was like, I can't even move. Well, let me just come through and suck it. I'm like, nah, but you can't do nothing. My back fucked up. Shit, well, call me when you ready. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Literally had the exact same conversation with the next chick. Third chick, same thing. And I'm like, well, damn. And nobody was pulling up to check on me. I was like, I'm laid out. I can't move. Nobody cared. The one girl that I was fucking with that I didn't like her like that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, what do you need? You want some soup? You got a heating pad? You need this? You need that? I'm going to come over there. I'm coming over there. And I was like, damn, like that's the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. And I was like, wow, this is how it got to go. Now, she still wasn't the one. Let's get that right. Right? But I knew what I wanted in the one.
Right.
I wanted that support and caring, but she needed to look like the ones that was curving. If that makes sense.
You had a Kane Carter moment. I don't know if everybody remember Kane Carter, the bottom bitch dude, the one that was like the dude that did the brotherly love shit. Y'all ever looked that up? Brotherly love?
Nah,
it's a cat out of Baltimore named Kane Carter. Well, okay. Just based off what you just said, it sounded like you had a Kane Carter moment, bro. Yeah. Like this nigga was losing everything in his life, man. Like he had gotten sick. His homeboy who was helping him out, that was like a med tech or something coming over. The doctors didn't know what the fuck was wrong with him. He was on the verge of death. Brody would come over, give him the IVs and all this shit. One night, Brody died. Best friend fucking died. OD.
Damn.
Fucking dog that he had. Yeah, his fucking dog. He had a big ass tequila.
I know who
Kane
you talking about.
Yes.
Dog, I remember
Brody,
that nigga.
Look, when he finally came back after like a year and a half, he told the exact same story you just told, my nigga. Like almost to a fucking T.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You had a Kane Carter moment, nigga.
Yeah, and he used to be hilarious. Y'all know this nigga. He used to be the one that used to be talking about hoes and shit, and he used to do the Mario sound effects. They know who he is. I'm gonna pull him up. We'll pull him up after the pod.
All right.
But then he got so sad, bro. He used to be hilarious.
Yo, yeah, no, he's mad sad.
And then he had this stomach issue, and now this nigga is. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's depressing. Look, I can't watch this nigga no more.
He must have found God or some shit. I don't know what he found, but it ain't funny.
He looked like Martin. Right. Remember when Martin went to the monastery?
Yeah,
he looked like that now. Dead ass. I know exactly who you talking about. He looked just
hell yeah.
But yeah, his story that was a real ass story too. That nigga literally his dog died. I said, Jesus. I said, God be testing you sometimes. Like
hell yeah, Job, motherfucker. This motherfucker is modern day Job.
That nigga is the Hulk now with the strength wise. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with our tribute episode here, is there anything that Kevin Samuels have said that has helped y'all individually in y'all lives?
I mean, I don't really watch him like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't tune in to be able to get different aspects of, you know, whatever, like almost like a coaching kind of thing. I didn't really tune in for that.
Right.
Only time I tuned in is when I was hearing bad things about him that women were saying.
Yeah.
And then I would, you wake up driving a radio, you hear it on the radio.
They talking greasy.
And I took tidbits of that, and then I started to kind of formulate my own opinion and be like, yo, you got to look at it on both sides.
Right.
You got to look at for what Kevin's saying, what he's trying to tell these people, and then how these people are receiving it, and where they're coming from trying to receive it. And 98% of the time, where they coming from is not gonna match what Kevin's trying to tell them.
Right.
So it's almost one of those, I guess coming from that, the only thing I would take from what he said was just to have an open mind, period.
Yeah.
Like don't take things to heart because somebody's telling you about things that you need to do. It's almost like a wake up call.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is reality. This is what you trying to ask for. This is how you get it.
Yeah.
This may not be the formula where I'm telling you the tone or whatever. This may not how you want to hear it.
Yeah.
But some way down the line, this is how you got to get to that.
Facts.
If you want this, that, and the third.
That makes sense.
Pretty much at the end of the day.
I can't hate on that. That makes sense. What you got?
Well, I mean, as far like I'm out the game, I'm married. I'm happily married, so that's a whole another thing. So me watching Kevin, it was more so entertainment. Like real talk, like it was entertaining to watch, like, and just it was entertaining and also kind of eye opening because the world is big. It's so many, we got like I forgot like 6 billion people in the world,
Something like that, yeah.
So seeing people call in their viewpoints and everything, it was also interesting to see, but it just made me realize, like, man, a lot of people are divorced from reality. Like,
they don't believe in it.
Because like we've been saying, like everything he said, not every some you can take offense to some things, I guess, but it wasn't that he said any lies. It was just the way he said it.
Yeah.
But that's how he spoke to everybody, guys, women. It didn't matter who you were. Everybody got it equal.
You gonna get that hit, and I think that's what men was like. We was like, nigga, if he talking to everybody like that, what you mad for? Right. They was like, but I'm mad because he talking to me like that.
Right. Like, like that's the thing still going on now. Women want equal treatment.
Yeah.
You getting that equal treatment.
Now you get it, yo. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want it on this side, yo. You don't want nothing of what we be getting. It ain't easy for no man, yo. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of women will tell you different. What about you, Mike?
Man, know your value and worth, and have the expectation of your value and worth. So don't try to overshoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That go for everybody. Like he told Buddy. Buddy, what was he? 5'4", 5'5", 240, and made $37,000 a year. Pick a struggle.
Yeah.
Improve yourself as much as you can. So, elevate your worth, and then set your expectations to that.
Yeah, that's real. And I think for me as a nigga, I never had any problem with women. Even when I was at my brokest, I think I had the most women. Like, that wasn't the issue. But when I heard them calling in, and I used to hate that phrase, high value man, because if you listen to all of the things that the women were requesting, they never wanted the nigga to be like a nice person. They never wanted him to be like a stand-up guy. They never wanted him to, like, they never even said they wanted him like to not be musty. Like, they didn't even say nothing about hygiene. They were just like, 6 foot, 6 figures.
Everything material.
And I was like, wow. That's crazy. And I know everything is on the bell curve. I know it's not going to be all of them, but it was really eye-opening to hear that from every shorty that was calling in, no matter what they looked like. No matter what they looked like, this is what they said. And I was like, well, damn, I need to step it up. You know what I'm saying? I need to get my shit together. Like, I'm on this level because this is everything that they talking about. I want to be considered a boss character, too. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for materialistic shit, but I'm just like to elevate the chances. That's how I felt. But you got to, like Mike just said, you got to keep it real with yourself. What have you accomplished? What are you going to accomplish? What are your goals? And just, as a man, finding your purpose and sticking to that shit. Because that's how you get to that promised land of all the free pussy and shit. You know what I'm saying? You get your purpose and you make it there. Yeah. Now you got the guap. Now you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And so niggas be chasing the women and y'all doing it backwards. You know what I mean? And I think I got that. It did raise the value for all the men, and I think that's what the women hate the most. Because as soon as we start asking them what they bring to the table, what will you get back? Nothing. But,
I am the table.
Nothing but attitude.
You can eat the table.
I am the table.
This pussy, nigga.
Oh God, I don't want that again.
I want that.
They never said the right fucking answer.
Right.
But they was mad offended. I'm dead, man. So in the long run, we want to say rest in peace, rest in heaven, rest in power to our brother Kevin Samuels. I did not know this man personally at all. After this day, I will no longer defend him in anything that's going on. If we got a debate about that's got to make some logical sense, I'll discuss that with him. But I cannot defend someone I didn't know. But I did appreciate what he was trying to do as a black man, bringing other black men in and bringing black men and women together. I can't hate on none of that. What y'all got?
I had to give it up to him. Like he wanted us as like black people, just men, women. He wanted all of us to do better. Like he made money, yes, but he actually been using that money to try to benefit the community. Like he didn't do all of this just because. It wasn't like some I'm gonna get rich and stuff. Like he was active, actually doing more than some of these other people who want to criticize and talk about him. And
Brother Umar.
So I mean, we all just need to really like come together, be better, work on really communicating across the aisle to each other and hearing each other out, and like really just be adults about some issues. And
boy, say it again, my nigga, for the people in the back. Goddamn childish.
Yeah, I gotta say is rest in power, man, and at some point let this be one of those situations where it's like that kind of thing should have brought black people together more better in the community.
Yeah, death should be like uniting, not dividing.
That because of what he stood for, what he was standing for, what he was talking about, that should have been the bridge in the gap. But it ain't always like that, because as you can see,
see what we got here.
See what we got.
What you got, Mike? What's your send off for KS?
Definitely rest in paradise. I really feel like the message that he was putting out there for people, if you actually looked at his content, it was all about us coming together and being more united and prospering together, not being separate and being so divided. Just really coming back to the black community that once was. Don't let things that are happening in today's times keep us divided. Come together and have a conversation to have understanding, not just talking at each other or to each other, to gain an understanding of where we might be misunderstanding each other or not communicating well, so that we can have a better conversation about how to move forward together.
Yeah, shit ain't gonna change if we don't talk about it and do something about it. We got to execute as well. So that's real, man. So I want to stop and give a special thank you and shout out to all of the podcast supporters, everybody who's been hitting me up, hounding me for a new episode, everybody hitting Double G up, talking about what y'all doing, where y'all been. Y'all got me listening to other stuff.
Right, downloading your old shit. Like, all right.
Dog, and it's so crazy because when you look at the statistics, even if it's 5 people, somebody keep downloading the episodes and really listening to them shits. So shout out to y'all, man. I want to give a special shout out to and thank you to Keith and Mike, man. Appreciate y'all niggas pulling up. I wanted this to be a panel episode, not just me and Double G's opinion, just to show that there's more men that think, like us. And I appreciate y'all for being like the first damn guests up here, man. Give yourselves a round of applause.
My pleasure. About goddamn time.
You know what I'm saying? Where can they find you, Keith, if they looking for you?
Nah, nobody looking for me.
He said, I'm married, nigga. Don't be trying to find me. Get me in trouble out here. Where can they find you, Mike?
Nah, my new lady is Scorpio. This bitch crazy. She like 6'2". I don't want to fuck.
She said, "Don't even worry about it."
Don't even worry about it. She's 6'2", and I'm